Hey everyone, it's Mr. Brown here. Today we're going to talk about comparing numbers using less than, greater than, or equal to. This is going to be on the test. There'll be about 3 or 4 problems about it. So it's important to know how to do this, as well as when we talk about organizing our numbers from least to greatest, greatest to least. That's an important skill, and it's all about comparing numbers. So let's look at problem A. Problem A says we're going to compare 5/10 to 9/10. Right now, we can look, and I'm sure most of you know the answer to this without even thinking about it, but we're going to try it still. The first thing I look at is my tenths, or my ones, my ones. My ones are the same, they're both 0, so I can't really compare yet. Then I can look at my tenths. I have 5/10 and 9/10. I know that 5/10 is less than 9/10. So I'm going to say 5/10 is less than 9/10. Pretty simple first one. Let's go a little harder and let's try question B. Question B will compare 6/10 to 6/100. Now I know what some of you think. Some of you think, okay, this one has more numbers in it, so it's got to be bigger. Let's look at our chart. Let's look and see if we can think about this. I have 0, 1s. So that's the same. They're both the same. Then I have 6/10 here and 0/10 here. Because my tenths are what I'm looking at to see if it's bigger or not, I know that's bigger. So I know 6/10 is greater than 6/100. I'm going to give you one to try now, and I want to see if you can do it on your own. Let's try 7/10 compared to 25/100. Go ahead and try to solve that one on your own now. Okay, hopefully we were able to decipher that. I have 0 1s here and 0 1s here. I have 7/10 here and 2/10 here. Whoops. 2/10 here. One more time. There we go. I know that 7/10 is bigger than 2/10. So 7/10 is bigger than 25/100. So let's look at some other problems now. Now I'll try a problem that's going to have a little more complication to this. We'll try 3 and 802 thousandths and 3 and 82 thousandths. I'm sorry, 3 and 909 thousandths. Let's try that one instead. Once again, I always want to start at my ones column. I have 3 1s here and 3 1s here. They are both the same, so I cannot compare them yet. We need to move to the tenths. I have 8/10 here and 9/10 here. So I have to think, my tenths is my next biggest one. Yes, I have 909 over here and 802 over there, but my tenths are bigger. So I have to make sure that my tenth right here is my bigger one. So I would say 3 and 802 thousandths is greater than 3 and 909 thousandths. Whoops. Let's try another one. Let's give us a little more space. Let's try 14 and 999 thousandths. And let's try 5 and 82 hundredths. Okay? When I have a problem like this, once again, I want to start in my biggest place value, which here is my tenths. Here I have 1/10, and here I don't have any tenths. I just have a 1. So right there I can stop. I know my answer. 14 is bigger than 5. So I could say 14 and 999 thousandths is greater than 5 and 82 hundredths. Let's give you one more example, and then we'll try a problem on our own. I have 8 and 891 thousandths, and I have 8 and 890 19 thousandths. Here, start with my ones. They're the same. My hundredths, or my tenths, are the same. My hundredths, where I have a difference. Here I have 9 hundredths. Here I have 1 hundredth. My 9 hundredth is bigger than my 1 hundredth. So 8 and 891 thousandths is greater than 8 and 891 or 819 thousandths. Let's have you all work on D by yourselves. I have 6 and 507,000. Excuse me. And I'm going to compare that to 6 and 506 thousandths. Go ahead and solve this on your own. Hey everyone, White Tiger wanted to say hello. Hi, come here. Give me a little bit. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay. And now he's gonna jump away. There he goes. All right. So we're back. Let's talk about this problem. Let's see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Here we go. Let's look at our problem now. We have 6 ones in both of them. Let's change the color. Let's go to red. I have 5 tenths, still the same. 0 hundredths, still the same. My thousandths, 7 thousandths here, 6 thousandths here. I know that 7 thousandths is more than 6 thousandths, so my answer is greater than. All right, let's give it a quick second. I'm going to give you one more problem to try on your own on Edpuzzle. Try that, and we'll be right back with some. And we're back. Okay. We're going to talk about word form. That's when we have our word form and unit form. So if we have numbers in unit form, it's going to look like this. I have 2 tens, 1 1, 5 tenths. And I'm going to compare that to 4 tens, 1 1, and don't want to write the word in, and 9 tenths. In order to think about how to work with these problems, what I like to do is I like to write them down. You can use them a place value chart. You can just think about the numbers. I know I have 2 tens, 1 1, and my 5 tenths means behind my decimal. So really I have 21.5. I'm going to compare that to 4 tens, 1 1, and my tenth tells you it's behind the decimal, 9 tenths. Now that I can think about this problem without having to worry about the units themselves, I can tell pretty simply that here I have 2 tens, here I have 4 tens. My answer is less than. So let's try another problem like that now. This time I'll have 7 thousandths, and we're going to compare that to 2 tenths, 4 hundredths. Be careful when you see a problem like this. 7 thousandths. Right? That means I have it in the thousandths place in my place value chart. If you need to use a place value chart, use a place value chart to think about this. Here I have 2 tenths. So once again, I'm behind my decimal, but I have 2 tenths and 4 hundredths. From here I can look at it and I can see 0 ones, 0 ones, 0 tenths, 2 tenths. My answer is less than. 7 thousandths is less than 2 tenths, 4 hundredths. I highly encourage you to think about these numbers. Put these in standard form. Remember, we call this standard. I'm going to type it. I don't want to draw it. Standard form. Okay? We have unit form, like that, and we have standard form. So take this from unit form and turn it into standard form. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to give you one to try now on your own. This is one I want you to try on your own. Let's try this. We're going to have 4 ones, 3 tenths. And we're going to compare that to 4 ones, 3 hundredths. First, I want you to write it in standard form, and then I want you to show me the comparison. So go ahead and do that now. We're back. I hope you're able to write this in standard form. 4 ones and 3 tenths is basically 4.3, well, is 4.3. And we're comparing that to 4 ones and 3 hundredths. So it's going to look like this. I can use my comparison strategy I've been using all time. Same number of ones. I have 3 tenths here, I have 0 tenths here. My answer is 4 and 3 tenths is less than 4 and 3 hundredths. This last type of problem we're going to talk about is going to be a little different than what we've been working on before. It's going to be combining unit form with standard form. So let me show you what that will look like. And this is 100% going to be a question on the test. So let's say I have 3 and 91 hundredths. And I want to compare that to 3 ones, 9 tenths, 2 hundredths. Okay? When I have this kind of problem, like I said, our first step should be to write it in standard form. 3 ones, 9 tenths, 2 hundredths. I can compare that, like I've been doing, same number of ones, same number of tenths, different number of hundredths. 2 is bigger than 1, so my alligator mouth, I'm going to draw here for the first time in this video. I don't know why, I should have drawn it earlier. So there's my alligator mouth, and it ate the big little one, so it's going to eat the little one. That's a weird alligator. Don't know. So I know that this one's my greater than, right? 3 and 91 hundredths is greater than 3 ones, 9 tenths, 2 hundredths. Okay? There'll be a few more questions for you on Edpuzzle, so get those done. When you're done with this, there are more videos to watch. There is Zearn you can work on, and you can always talk to Mrs. Fike or our substitute about what to do next. Good luck. Study hard. Have a good day.